What do you mean?
Okay, so we're going to talk about ways to use free exchanges in your holiday cooking. So free exchanges are not really free. They're actually serving sizes of things that are less than 20 calories. But so it's not limitless because, it does add up. So full of rich food and so much of it's the holidays. It's easy to cook a delicious dinner with the help of fat, salt, and sugar. But did you know that there is an entire category of food exchange system that you can use to lighten things up without sacrificing flavor? Balance out your indulges with these tasty tips. All right, so I'll do the first one. Cook your veggies in low sodium broth instead of butter. That way you can be sure to get in your veggies and still have a fat exchange or two to enjoy with your dinner. So I think a lot of the restaurants and all use butter, but I got to where I use low sodium broth for a lot of things, to add to water, and it does enhance the flavor of the foods.
Mhm.
All right, number two. Oh,
Well, I
go ahead.
haven't bought that much low sodium. I got the organic chicken broth, but I'll start looking at the low sodium broth.
Though is the organic, it may not have that much sodium in it either.
It doesn't. It's lower content.
Yeah. All right, number two.
Enjoy unlimited quantities of herbs and spices. While you probably don't want to overdo it on cinnamon, for example, a few shakes of it over fruit or yogurt really sweetens things up without using sugar.
That's what I was thinking of when it said, I was thinking that was the first thing that came to mind, cinnamon.
Yeah. Okay.
3, add a kick to your tomato cocktail. Add horseradish, hot pepper sauce, and Worcestershire sauce to your tomato or vegetable juice. That's pretty cool. We make our own horseradish on seafood cocktail with the horseradish and ketchup, and it does well. But I haven't thought about hot pepper sauce.
Yum, yum.
Just gives it that little tang, that little kick.
I like it for collards and greens and stuff.
Yeah. That's one of the biggest things that's going to be cooked, in over the next 3 holidays. And, we got to not put that fat back in there, and that salty fat back in there that makes it good. We got to do something else instead.
Smoked turkey leg, or we do the smoked turkey neck. That's what we do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good too. All right, feeling peakish? Not for free snacks. 1/2 choice of raw, non-starchy vegetables, lean protein, or nuts and seeds. 1/3 of a fruit choice, or 1/4 of a starch choice can tide you over until your next meal.
Mm.
That's where you have to plan too. Go ahead and put something in your purse when you're out and about, because you get hungry when you're shopping.
Oh, yeah.
And so you need to go ahead and measure it out, take it so it'll be easy to take with you. All right.
5, make your own salad dressing. Mix together 2 tablespoons of yogurt, a little water, plus garlic powder and dried herbs, and voila,
Voila.
ranch
Voila.
dressing.
Wow. I never heard of that. 2 tablespoons of yogurt, water, garlic powder, dried herbs, and ranch dressing. How about that?
I guess you just have to put stuff in there until it tastes right to taste.
Yeah, because I can't do the regular ranch dressing, and so that's kind of cool.
Yep. All right, number 6.
Spice things up with salsa and hot sauce. Yeah, man. Replace the sour cream and cheese over your baked potato with 1/4 cup of salsa, or jazz up that leftover holiday turkey or roast with a few dashes of hot sauce. Mmm,
And that
yummy.
salsa on baked potato is really good. Yeah.
Oh, I use yogurt. I use the kind of yogurt that I can have on baked potatoes. Of course, I don't
Okay.
have a whole bunch of baked potatoes, but
Yeah.
I love
It's also good. Salsa is also good mixed with rice,
Oh, yes, 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 yes,
with
yes,
that brown
yes.
rice.
Mhm.
Flavor or fizz up your water. A few cranberries, a sprig of mint, and a little club soda helps keep you hydrated while looking festive.
Mm.
I don't like fizzy water.
Mm.
Ah,
I don't
When
know what it is. Just drinking it, I just don't like fizzy water.
I was overseas and I was young and I was missing ice water, so I ordered ice water, and they brought me a whole pitcher, and it was so cold looking, and I poured it and took a big old gulp of it, and it was mineral water. I'd never tasted mineral water in my life, and I was sorely disappointed. But some of the best tea that I've ever had in my whole entire life, it was at a, a place down in downtown Savannah now. It was blueberry mint tea, and they took the mint. I saw him pick it off the bush, and a blueberry mint infused tea in the blueberries, and they ground them up, and oh, that was good stuff.
Yeah.
So
Mint is really good for us, and it has a lot of good properties and things about it. And I just like to take a few twigs of it and just put it in water. And it's good. It's refreshing. It helps you hydrate yourself quicker, easier. It's a good little taste to it. And for some people, if you maybe put a little stevia in it if you want to, or whatever it is you use to sweeten, you can do that as well.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's good.
Okay.
Pucker up with pickles or mustard. Try a teaspoon of mustard or a couple of pickle slices in place of mayo on your leftover ham or turkey sandwich. As an added bonus, eating a sour flavor can sometimes counter a craving for something sweet.
ooh, I have to tell that to one of my sugarholics. So they were asking. I read that cashews can help cut someone's sweet tooth because they have a little bit of a sweetish taste to it, suppose. But that's I love pickles. So yummy, yummy. And I love mustard too. And I used to hate mustard when I was a little kid. Mom and Dad would make a egg scramble a fried egg sandwich because that would be easy, and put between bread so would travel early in the morning, and I'd be so mad because he put mustard on it.
I never thought about egg and mustard, but okay.
Yeah, I hadn't either.
Now I would love it.
Yeah.
Now I would love it.
Of course, I use mayonnaise on my, egg sandwiches. So yeah.
Oh gosh.
What would you
It'd be
put?
just like egg salad.
What would you put on your egg sandwich?
Tabasco.
Oh, that would be good too. Yeah. My uncle used to carry around his own bottle everywhere he went. You do too. Maybe you're related. You lived in North Georgia.
I told you before, you just won't believe me.
Oh, boy. All right. Number 9.
So it's my time.
Yep.
Speaking of sour, try a squeeze of citrus instead of sauce and salt on veggies, meat, or fish. Bring out their natural flavors with a squirt of fresh lemon or lime juice. Amen, sister.
Yes.
My daughter's mother-in-law, who ruined going out to eat Mexican food for us because she's such an awesome cook. I don't think I've told you before, but she had like a a beef bouillon based soup with some veggies, small veggies, and small pieces of beef in it. And she gave me this bowl. She said, "Here, put some lime on top of it. Squeeze some lime on it." It was like magic. It was
Yes,
just so good.
yes, it is.
All right, go retro for dessert. Any flavor of sugar-free gelatin is fair game. Add 2 tablespoons of light whipped topping to garnish.
Mm.
I like Jello and Cool Whip.
I like to make my own Jello, so
Do you make it from scratch with the gelatin?
yes.
Oh, cool. I remember it was a deal, a fad. I mean, not a fad, but it was a um like fruit in gelatin,
Mhm.
fruit and jello. And that was so good as a kid. And then so I can imagine that there is a Cool Whip that I can eat called Cocoa Whip that is delicious. So you can have that into a little dollop of that Cocoa Whip on top. That would be delish.
Yep.
Yep.
Love Cocoa Whip. That's all we use when I do use it.
And how do you make your gelatin, your Jello? Unflavored gelatin?
Well, I just use a plain old gelatin. No
No
color,
colors.
no nothing. I make my own colors. So if I want a red looking Jello, then I just make sure I boil myself a beet, and I get my color from the beet. You know,
Yeah,
it
buddy.
just really depends on what color you want it to be, because we know that the dyes are not good for
No.
our bodies. So
Right.
that's it, But I make it because I can control what's in it. Like in ours, we normally put monk fruit. So that's the sweetener for it, is monk fruit.
I have never eaten monk fruit. I've seen it. I've read about it. I don't know what it looks like,
Well,
but
it comes in a liquid form or a powder or the
oh,
actual
yeah,
fruit
yeah.
itself. So,
Right.
but we use the liquid and the powder. Yeah. So it works really good, and so it's already liquid, so it dissolves already. It's part of the thing. You just put in the refrigerator and let it set up. When the grandkids would come and I'd make it, I'd add like slices of peaches or buy a fruit cocktail and rinse it 100 times and then put it in there. So now they got Jello with fruit cocktail. But
Yeah, I thought that was
just
hot.
anything that you can make yourself and you know what's going in it, it's better.
Yep, yep.
Sure.
All right. So what are some other things that we could use to make our food better and better for us without
Wow.
using butter and oil and all the
Well,
things that our parents did?
well, like I said before, we know that the oil is really good for us. And so, but it's the right kind of oil.
Right.
And most of the time we got the wrong kind of oil and we've got too much of it. But, like I said before, I am a true believer on the coconut oil, on the
Avocado.
avocado oil, the grapeseed oil. I mean, just so many different oils is out there, depending on what determines what I use is depending on the temperature I've got to use in the oven
Yep.
with
Yep,
or
yep.
whatever it is I'm cooking on the stove. But I always remember to add in those good fats somewhere in the meal, because we've gotten so like, don't eat this, don't fry the chicken in this, don't cook this and this, don't put that in. So you have to incorporate those good oils into some of the foods that you're making. Like I use the oven a lot. So when I'm cooking, I got organic, so it has less fat in it. So you've got to get that fat from somewhere, because the
Oh, yeah.
brain needs that. So I will go to those other oils and use them. I sure
You
will.
you read my mind. It's become more common for people just to roast a whole bunch of different vegetables and chicken cut up or whatever in the oven. I haven't gotten to that habit. I think I will in the as it gets cooler, but right now, and I have a little toaster of a little oven outside the doors because I'm not going to heat up the house. but uh, that does look like a really good idea. And what all do you put in your oven when you're doing something like that?
Well, I like to have like I maybe have a roll of tomatoes,
Mm.
you know, the little cherry tomatoes, cut in half, carrots, green beans, red cabbage, white cabbage, kale,
Pretty much
and
anything
then
that you like.
yeah, and then on top of that, I have some olive oil. So I'm really paying close attention to what I'm going to put that oven on
Yeah.
because of that. And sometimes I will do vegetables and I'll use coconut oil because I'm going to put some chicken and I have the chicken with the skin on it. We eat a lot of chicken without the skin, but sometimes I want that skin. And so in order to get that skin nice and crispy, it has to have some oil on it. So then I will massage in the coconut oil and lay it on top of the vegetables and cook it on 420 for 18 minutes. And you're talking about good. Oh my goodness. It's good. Mhm.
All right.
So just the thing really is to make your plate look rainbow. And believe me, with all those different types of vegetables, you will have rainbow. It will
Yeah.
be a rainbow color, you know. But for us, it's trying to get in all of those 9 vegetables that they tell us we need to eat a day.
Yeah, that's hard to do.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But that's one good way. Put it in the stove and bake it like that, you
Yeah.
know. But I don't like soggy chicken with the skin. I don't like it soggy. So that means I have to get it crispy. And that's why I say that coconut oil for that so that it's crispy, you know, crunchy when you bite into it.
And then do you eat that skin?
Oh, yes.
Once in a while, huh?
Yeah, no, that's not what's the name? That's actually, it's so rare. It's more like a treat in our house. But believe it or not, the skin is really good for us. We've just messed up a lot of things, you know, frying stuff in oil, in grease, you know. But that chicken skin is really, really good for us. It really is.
I haven't
And
heard
it's
that.
amazing, huh?
I haven't heard that.
Yes. It is. It's amazing. I mean, the problem is us frying it in a bucket of grease. That was the
Yeah.
problem. That was the problem. Poor chicken didn't do anything.
Um,
You know.
Yeah.
So just different ways, and because I mean, you know, for us it was more like a thing that we do have a weekly meal out. We would once a week have a meal out. Well, we're not having that at all now. Okay, because our favorite places weren't the ones with the big name brands, you know, big name places. So all the meals are being fixed here at the house. So that means I'm constantly trying new recipes and new things, but I also go back to the old ones and use them too.
Good. Thank you for all that input.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.